Hello guys, this is Virender Singh and welcome back at Mastercam Milton Tutorials and Toolpath series. This is our exercise number 5th, and in this video we are trying to show you that how we can create our toolpath on the right hand spindle with the various number of different operations. And this is before learning and before starting to that one toolpath, I would like to show you what we learned till this in this exercise. In this exercise part 1 we learn about that how we can create a toolpath for the machines. We show you in the part 1 the machine simulation. After second, in the part 2 we show you that how we can make the job setup for the right hand spindle. After, in the third part, we show you that how we can create a toolpath, different number of toolpath, turning as well as the milling for that one component. And in the last one exercise part 4th, we show you that how we can create a toolpath, and that's a really amazing and important toolpath that is we are showing you first time in a Milton module, and that's a multi-axis toolpath where we learn about a lot of different number of parameter of one of the most using operation in a Mastercam, that is known as a unified morph toolpath. We show you that how we can apply on a Milton. So we create a one profile area, and after that utility, with the help of utility option, make the toolpath on the multiple options. And in this video we are going to show you that how we can make the part transfer from the left hand spindle to the right hand spindle, as well as we will show you that how we can create a toolpath, a different number of turning toolpath to create a toolpath for that one area. So we have to start to create the toolpath for the left hand spindle. So for now, as you can see here, my part is now available in the left hand spindle. So we have to make the part transfer and make it in the right hand spindle. For that one purpose, we have to came in a turning toolpath, and at here we have a very unique and beautiful option that is known as a pick off. So we have to click on a pick off. Once I click on the pick off, I have to just say okay. So once I just say okay, as you can see here, my part is going to be transferred from the left hand spindle to the right hand spindle successfully. And that's a really good and amazing part of Mastercam. So once I make the transfer from the left hand spindle to the right hand spindle, after that now I have to perform different number of toolpath. The first toolpath I am going to perform, that is known as a face. For that one purpose, I have to click on a face. The tool I have already selected, and we have to click for the lower turret from the lower turret and left hand spindle. So I choose the parameter as per it. Now I have to define the reference position. So this is my reference position. In the face parameter, all parameter will be the same as previous. So now that's perfect. Now I created a toolpath for the left hand spindle, and after that now we have to create a multiple number of toolpath with the help of upper area with the different number of turning toolpaths. So for creating a different number of turning toolpath, we have to start to work on it. The first operation I am going to show you, that is known as a rough. For creating a rough operation, I have to start from here to the chamfer point, right at here, and just say OK. Once I just say OK, I have to select the tool. The tool angle needed to tilt on a 90 degree because B angle need to tilt on the 90. After that we need to define the reference position, and this is my reference position. Just say OK. I have to came in a roughing parameter, depth of cut, and use stroke from outer boundary and press OK. So as you can see here, I defined the toolpath parameter and all these things perfectly, and now the toolpath is created perfectly. But we need to removing all this material, and that too we will removing because we have a Milton. So we can create these toolpath easily with the same holder or a same turning holder. So we need to make some changes in this toolpath. So that's going to be really amazing for you guys. So we need to came in a parameter and plunge parameter. We have to make choose or add on this option in a plunge parameter. What is the meaning of that? It means we can make a plunging of deep areas or undercut when we are working in a turning, and right at here in lead in lead out, I have to make lead in and lead out. Both all should be going to be happening automatically. So in that condition, we removing the maximum area and the maximum material of that profile. That's successfully happening. Now the material which is removing or remaining for that one part, this is only just this area. So for removing that area material, what we have to do, we have to again click on a rough, press this chain from this side till this side and just say OK. Once I do successfully click on it, after that we have to select the same tool. The angle should be 90 and the tool will rotate 180 degree and just say OK. Now there is one accident that is happening. I am sure about it. There is one accident happening right at here. So I just say ignore warning and press OK. OK. And there are the multiple accidents are happening right at here. Now we have to understand what is the reason behind that. The reason behind that for creating that one component. So software is going to be calculated the raw material. So for avoiding that accident, we have to came in a rough parameter, and right at here we have to make adjust stock. In stock is available right at here as well as this portion also. So in this condition, software detect that stock is also available till this point, and tool need to come from this one side. So it is also going to be cut this one area. So for make that changes, I have to click on this. It means now stock is the software detect only this one area stock, and this will cut only this area. So I just have to press OK, make the pass shortest as possible and just press it OK. Now have a look. As you can see here, all the passes, all these things successfully created, and that's the perfect in a perfect way. And but there is one extra toolpath was created right at here, this one area. So we can make the changes for that one area. And how we can make the changes for this one area? We have to came in a parameter. In parameter we have to came in a lead in, lead out. In a lead in we have to say add line, define, and we can just click from this to this and just press OK. So there is a new toolpath is created, and this toolpath start from here till the here. So as you can see here, my most of the material is finished right at here for this profile. Now we can make a finishing tool, take a grooving kind of tool, and we can make the finishing of that entire area. For that one purpose I have to call a finishing toolpath. For that one purpose I call a finish. Start from, I can choose this tool from the bottom side. So I can click start from here to the here and just say OK. Now I can choose for that one purpose, I can choose R5 kind of toolpath as well as grooving toolpath. For that one, for example, I am going to choose R5 kind of toolpath, but the radius or a grooving, for the add on the grooving tool, I have to click on this. Turn off the filter, so all tool will visible right at here. So in this position I am going to select a very special kind of grooving tool, as well as the best option is I can choose this tool. Double click on this, make a radius value little less, I can define with the help of this tool. Just press OK. In lead in, lead out, I would like to tell that it have to be take automatically the lead in and lead out, and just press OK. So now as you can see here, toolpath is successfully created. It start from here and it's going till this point, but we don't need to going to enter for this one area. So for we have to make some modification. In a lead out we have to say that lead out can came like this, but still there is one something accident is happening right at here. So for avoiding that accident, what we can do, we can make this tool in a little less size of this radius as a 5 mm. In holder we can take the div length is 3 mm and press OK. Still there is some accident is happening on the job. The second option that we can make a distance for that one area, or the last and final option that we can do with this is we can make a grooving tool for that one purpose, and that can be a large size of grooving tool. We need a grooving tool, like that kind of, no, we need a grooving tool Okay, we are selecting R 6 mm of width insert with the 6 mm of width grooving tool, and I can just press right at here and just okay. So now have a look. The tool path successfully created and created tool path. I can again press in a finishing tool path. In a finish, I can just say plunge parameter, and on this option, so it will going to be plunging in the bottom area, internal area also. Now have a look. This is tool path successfully came. Why it is not going the inside of my area? So let me have to check out it. The second option that we can play right at here, and that is we can just delete this and we can make a grooving tool path right at here. Create a grooving tool path from this one position to this one. Just say okay. Choose the same tool as I choose the previously. For the with the bottom, okay, I can choose this one tool. After selecting of this one tool, I can define the reference position from here. Use shape parameter from this one. I just turn off the roughing and I have to turn on the finishing only. In this area, I have to make the entry in the tangent only and just press OK and just say OK. Now have a look. So now that's the beauty of this tool path. As you can see here, let's start to cut right at from here like this and like this. So that successfully created a tool path in a proper and a perfect way with the help of grooving operation. And after completing of all these operations, in the next video we show you that how we can create a very unique and beautiful tool path, and that is known as a multi-axis tool path for creating that one area. So in the next tool path still we are going to face a multiple number of issues, but I am sure we will solve successfully all the issues, and finally we will create a last and final tool path, the multi-axis on this exercise. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.